Hello and welcome to the video where I'm going to share with you how to make the best coleslaw in the entire world ever. So we're going to need to start with a large mixing bowl, something to stir the mucky bit in a minute, a chopping board, and a nice sharp knife. So if it is sharp, do make sure that you're very careful with those fingers and don't hurt yourself. So you'll need a large white cabbage, 4 carrots, 1, 2, 3, 4, just check, yes, definitely 4 carrots, and 2 large brown onions. 3 small ones will substitute for 1 large one if you need to. First of all, cut off the husk from the white cabbage. Do be careful with those fingers, and once you've cut it off, throw it away with lastness contempt, or at least put it gently in the composter for later. Now I always find the best way to do the cabbage is to cut it in half like so, move the one half to one side, and you'll come back to that in a moment, and you want to be cutting about 2 mils thick, which is quite fine, reason for the sharp knife, so do be careful. Always keep those fingers away from the sharp knife and cut on the back of the knuckles. So, if it's gone to plan, it should be about this thick and it should all break apart nicely. That is important. You don't want any big chunks in there. So we chop away, now at lightning speed for demonstration purposes, but I assume you won't be able to cut that quickly, so it'll probably take you about 10 minutes. Move to the onions, and you want to take the ends off first of all and peel them nicely. Make sure there's no nasty brown bits left. Then again, cutting 1, 2, maybe 3 mil. Onions can be a bit more tricky, so if you've got a bit that breaks off like that, pop it to one side. Nice thin bits. And then when you've done that, add that to the mix as well. So you'll notice that at the moment we're just dumping it all in there, we're not mixing anything as we go. And then the carrots. Now, many people shred their carrots with a cheese grater. You'll notice that I'm just peeling mine first of all to get rid of the outsides, and then to top and tail. You want to do that with all 4 of them first and get rid of all the rubbish. So you're just left with your 4 nice, cleanly shaved top and tailed carrots. Now, yes, get rid of the rubbish. We don't want to use a cheese grater. We're going to do ours with the potato peeler. So, holding one end carefully, we're going to just shave some bits off. We're going to do that rotating the carrot gently as we go, so you get a nice even spread as you go round. Do that with all 4 and put as much of the carrot shavings as you can into the bowl. You may find that where you've held the end of the carrot, you've got a little knobbly bit left that there's no way on earth you can actually shave. So I always suggest holding those to one side, pop them in a mug or something, and you can use those for a stew later. So you've got all the raw ingredients. This is a 2-step process. First of all, you're going to have to mix it by hand, just like Granny used to do when she made a cake all those years ago. Make sure your hands are nice and clean before you do it. Pop your hands to the bottom of the bowl, turn them over. Lots of that, lots of hand mixing. Pick up the bits as you go, because you will spill, I always do, and you should be left with that. Now, Hellmann's mayonnaise. Ingredients are everything. I only use Hellmann's, and you want a big jar, an 800-gram jar. Take the top off. And if you've put the jar in the fridge, it should be all nice and solid, so hopefully it will all come out in one go nicely. That's the goal here. Yeah, so it goes glooping out, and if it has worked, which hopefully it will, it should go glump, and you should have some nice bare bits, you see, so most of it has come out. Then just use a spoon to get any excess out, dump that in, and now comes the messy part. Use your spatula for this. try not to use your hands unless you've absolutely got to. Just work it round so that the moisture of the mayonnaise is distributed throughout all of it. If you have any dry bits, then stick a bit more mayonnaise in there, so I always have a spare jar just in case. Now it's nearly ready, but not quite. The taste comes from letting it stand for 24 hours. So in a big mixing bowl, tin foil is your best friend. Alternatively, you can use cling film, of course. I just happen to have run out, but the tin foil will work as long as you clamp it down nicely so it gives a reasonable seal. It will just sweat, I suppose, for want of a better word, and it will sit very nicely in the fridge for 24 hours, and then it is ready for tasting. So let's put this away in the fridge for now, and we'll come back 24 hours later. There or thereabouts. So roughly 24 hours later, we remove the top, and it should be absolutely lovely. Let's just have a look. Bowl all ready for some tasting. Ah yes, look at that. Absolutely lovely. So we'll put a little bit in the bowl and we'll have a taste. Now that looks good, and I think it tastes good too. Well, I really hope you enjoyed that little video, and I hope even more that you enjoy making the coleslaw and, best part, eating it. I'd like to pretend that there was some sort of story, you know, sort of starting in ancient Tibet with my forefathers handing down this coleslaw recipe that had been written on a scroll and kept for generations, secretly hidden away from the prying eyes of the world, defended by Tibetan Shaolin monks, if that's even a thing. But that's not true. I just made that up for a little bit of amusement. It's a coleslaw recipe that I came up with a few years ago, and I've been making it ever since. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy eating it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.